election going. Vote for the NDC. Vote for a better Ghana. Vote John Mahama as president. JM for president 2012. Let's do it. The NDC shall lead.
Hello and welcome to Joy News at 8. My name is Evans Menza. Coming up in the next 60 minutes, Constitutional Instrument CI-75 laid in Parliament as the House extends next week's sitting to Saturday, September 29. Meanwhile, opposition New Patriotic Party insists it will not select parliamentary candidates for the yet-to-be-legalized constituencies until CI-78 backing their creation is passed. Also coming up, a total of 245,143 candidates have been placed by the CSSPS this year, representing 65% of the total number of qualified placements. In business, Ghana National Petroleum Corporation announces discovery of a new well. In showbiz, legendary South African musician and trumpeter Hugh Masekela is in town for the African Legends Night concert. Also tonight in international news, traders and laborers in India block railway lines and close markets today to protest against reforms allowing in foreign retail giants such as Walmart and Tesco.
Your election headquarters on TV, radio, and online. Election headquarters supported by Star Ghana.
Well, thank you very much for joining us and staying with us here on Joy News at 8. We start in Parliament because today, in Parliament today, Constitutional Instrument CI-75 has been laid in the House as the House extends next week's sitting to Saturday, 29 September, as the maturation period of CI-78 draws closer.
The CI-75, which was laid today, outlines the electoral process of the country as we gear up for the general elections. The CI-75, when approved and passed, will spell out guidelines for the 2012 general elections. The paper is for the consideration of the House. The business statement for next week, read by the Deputy Majority Leader and Vice Chair of the Business Committee, Rashid Pelpo, proposed the House sits on Saturday, September 29, to make up for the lost time. This did not go down well with the minority and sparked heated arguments. Member of Parliament for Echimamponia, Isaac Kwame Esiama, said the inefficiency of the Electoral Commission has affected the work of the House. He was, however, called to order as the EC was not present to respond to the charge laid against them. MP for New Joburg, Hakman Owusu-Ajiman, also disagreed with the Saturday sitting, accusing the majority of using guerrilla tactics to outwit the minority. The majority protested the tag used by the New Joburg North MP and asked him to withdraw, which he did after several minutes of persuasion by the Deputy Speaker, Do Ajahu. Only 54 members reported to the chamber today.
Now, the New Patriotic Party is insisting it will not select parliamentary aspirants for the yet-to-be-legalized constituencies until the CI-78 backing creation is passed. Now, this is in spite of yesterday's Supreme Court ruling dismissing the application seeking to stop the creation of the 45 new constituencies, whilst conceding the party risks having very little time to organize primaries for the new constituencies. MPP chairman Jacob Echebelamte also criticized the Electoral Commission for forcing the parties into this situation.
The dismissal of the application for injunction means that the new constituencies will come into being early October. Echebelamte acknowledges that with the EC likely to open and close nominations some 2 weeks into October, the NPP has just about 2 weeks to organize primaries there. He is, however, confident the party will have candidates to stand in those constituencies.
As of now, we don't know what the filing date for nominations will be, but it looks like they're going to be targeting something like October the 14th. That means in 9 days after you've had constituencies, because until you have constituencies, how do you have a candidate? A candidate for what? A constituency that doesn't exist? Okay, so come hell or high water, we will contest every one of those constituencies if they should become constituencies. But what I'm saying is that to move now is to move based upon something that doesn't exist. That could even be an illegality.
He sharply criticized the EC for unnecessarily stressing political parties out barely 3 months to elections.
The EC has not come out with a timetable. The EC has not even been able to put in place the provisional, the register. They did the exhibition of the register. It exposed a number of flaws. As far as we understand it, there are still some places where the EC may well have to conduct new registrations altogether. You've now got the mess that's been made about the registration of Ghanaians overseas, where the EC are apparently trying to act on a non-existing law, okay, instead of acting on the existing law. There's a huge mess that's going on.
The Convention's People's Party has meanwhile adopted a similar posture as the NPP.
Well, we want to see the CI become law, and then I think we can go forward from there. But our people on the ground, it's happening in the constituencies. No serious political party in this country can fail to ignore the possibility of the 45 constituencies happening. And we've certainly looked at it, we've assessed it, and we know that we have opportunity in 5 or 6 regions with those 45 constituencies. And we already have candidates jockeying for position in the most favorable constituencies for us.
The Progressive People's Party, however, says it has already selected some parliamentary candidates for the yet-to-be-legalized constituencies.
The NEC is not waiting, the MPP is not waiting. Why should the PPP? Unless you don't see them campaigning in the 45 new constituencies. We see that they are campaigning, we see their posters out. That is an indication that they are getting themselves ready. Well, we already have parliamentary candidates in some of the newly created constituencies.
The NDC is presently the only party to have settled on the aspirants who will be battling for the new constituencies, and so can be described as having had a head start. That is, unless the Supreme Court says otherwise.
The Progressive People's Party is claiming to be the third force in Ghanaian politics. Its flag bearer, Dr. Parkwesi Ndum, says Ghanaians should expect the party to emerge the kingmaker in the December elections. He however maintains he is the best of all the presidential aspirants to become president of Ghana. The Convention People's Party, which emerged third in the last election, even though with Dr. Ndum as flag bearer, however, says it now has its eyes set on being the first rather than third party.
The PPP, which broke away from the CPP, says its claim is based on serious work it's done on the ground.
Because we say, and the people acknowledge, that in this election, there are 3 presidential candidates who are working seriously. Akufo-Addo, Mahama, and myself. And the people know that of the 3, with experience in the field, in public service, in the private sector, that I am the one they believe can do the job the best. What is left is for us to get our vote. And so we are working hard so we can win the votes that we need.
It says Ghanaians should expect to be wowed when the party officially launches its campaign next week.
We are going to go all out. We are going to go to everywhere feasible because we want to be talking one-on-one with Ghanaians. Development that is continuous, development that always progresses, development that progresses on a spiral. You know how the spiral goes. It starts small, it gets bigger, but it's going up as well. It gets bigger, it's going up. That is PPP. You see spiral, you see PPP.
But the CPP's communications director, Niama Konfra, says the party is not perturbed by the PPP's third force claim.
Well, PPP is not a factor for us. There are 22 parties in this country. Many new parties have been formed this year. And if PPP or any new parties out there also seeking to play their role in Ghana's democracy, good luck to them. We are not in this race in this year for third force. We're not in this race. We're not competing with anybody for third force. We're not competing with anybody for fourth status. We are in this campaign to win.
So first force or third force, December 7 is less than 80 days away.
Political party events such as rallies are typically the fora for party leadership to rejuvenate the rank and file towards achieving objectives, which ultimately will be winning elections. The outdooring of Vice President Kwesi Arthur's running mate for the NDC flag bearer was one such opportunity. Gifty Andopia was there and attempts in the following report to recapture the energy at the event grounds that may not be so obvious to those who may have observed on television or followed on radio.
The National Theatre was completely taken over by supporters from all walks of life, dressed in the colors of the NDC. The ceremony was opened with what you describe as a very political prayer with religious charisma.
Kingly and industrial lands of the Gans and the Adengbes, let victory be proclaimed. From the corporal and soul-producing lands of the Volta, let victory be proclaimed. And when this victory is proclaimed in 2012, then we, your children, will shout the song of victory, and Ghana will once again know the meaning of freedom. We thank you for answered prayer. Amen.
The party anthem rang out more than once, with the faithful heartily singing along. Those who could not sing were allowed to hum till the refrain about victory.
From victory to victory, the NDC shall lead. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity.
The now popular slogans of the party, such as Jobodoe, Yezu, and lately Idebi Keke and One Touch, have all been birthed at such events. So the various leaders who mounted the stage took a shot at chanting the new slogans in their own way.
The party is completely, totally rejuvenated. Hey! It go be! May we be imbued with enthusiasm, activism, to enable us win the December 20th one. It go be! It go be!
Wayo, 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 wayo. In the B. Now, give him a round of applause. Come on, your national chairman, the winning chairman.
Choboy, Choboy, and this year, and this year, and this year, one.
And this year, and I know that on December 7th, 2012, victory will be ours. And then I will change my name to John. in the big keke, you don't just say it. It goes with some action. You must twist your mouth. So when I say NDC, you say in the big keke, and you move the mouth, yeah? NDC, the big keke. NDC, the big keke. NDC.
With such an electrifying atmosphere, all the party faithful needs to probably explode is a handshake from someone high up, in this case, the first gentleman, and their day is made. Gifty Ando Apia for Joy News.
And who says politicians lack a sense of humor? Well, you heard it said there many times. It has become the slogan of the ruling NDC for the 2012 general elections. Idebi keke. Well, I can't twist my mouth like the way they did it for the NDC. And so we sought to find out what some supporters think about the slogan.
Oh, it's a big keke. Everything they go on well for us, but yeah, to do better things for us. There you see, yeah.
The big keke is just like it's all happening around the whole globe, around Ghana. John Mahama is youthful.
We are here for supporting the party. Oh, the big keke. Right now, I want to go and buy T-shirt and I'll write it at the back. The big keke, because I like the name.
We feel it a lot because the name is the big keke. It's a popular name. It's a popular name and it's good for us. And as we follow it, it will be good for us in future.
Oh man, I did feel so many things about the big keke. Oh, because
I can manage so many things.
Oh, you are a fool. Say to me. And they see they kill me. And they, if I hear the name, it makes me like that I would die.
Your election headquarters on TV, radio, and online. Election headquarters supported by Star Ghana.